svabhāvādeva jnānāna dṛśyametanna kiñcana idaṃ grāhyamidaṃ tyājyaṃ kiñ paśyati dhīradhīḥ. Why should that wise-minded man who knows that the perceived world in its own nature has no substance consider one thing as acceptable and another thing unacceptable? Few lines from Acharya's commentary. Man of wisdom who sees the world of objects, but this viewing the objects is distinctly different from the ways of the worldly man. We view the senses scenes around as through the web of our own vasanas, and therefore we cannot hold ourselves back from our utilitarian point of view. The man of perfection perceives the world without rejecting or accepting it, and in fact he sees things as they are and not as interpreted by his vasanas. Having recognized the seashell as it is, who will stoop down to pick it up even though it may continue shining as a piece of silver? Unquote. When we are drawn to things, we desire them, become attached to them, or hold them in great esteem, as if our happiness and well-being depend upon them. At the same time, we ignore those that we deem worthless or useless. We extend the same attitude towards people, treating them according to their power, position, status, or usefulness. Thus we live driven by desires and attachments, putting value-based judgments upon everything we perceive or interact with. Our ego has these two main colorings, raga and dvesha. Raga, attachment, pushes the mind outward towards our desired objects, and we accept whatever those objects have to give to us. Dvesha, aversion, again pushes our mind outward to repel against objects which we do not like or which we dislike or hate, and we reject whatever such objects or beings give us as experience. Because of the feelings of attraction or aversion, we see things differently as desirable or undesirable, or acceptable or unacceptable. In real life, take an example, say, of the center you walk in for spiritual activities, the workplace you go daily for work, the relatives you visit during your vacation, the friends you meet, etc. In all these places, if you really think and speak from your heart, you will agree that you would be accepting some people mentally and rejecting some people mentally, though you may not show it outwardly, or sometimes you may even show. Let us change the expression reject and put it mildly as not accepting few people. No. Just replace your heart, your mind, in your imagination with the heart and mind of a jnani, or someone whom you have accepted as your guru, or someone whom you have looked up to as a realized being, whether you have met him or not in your life. With the replaced heart, you just imagine all those people whom your mind was accepting or not accepting. What would be the reaction or response of a jnani's heart towards all of them? He has no past impressions or vasanas about all of them. He has no special likes or dislikes for any one of them. He sees them all as one self. Rather, he does not see them at all. In the ocean of consciousness that he is, all of them just come, take a dip, and leave. Would he then accept some of them or reject some others? Not possible. It is just like a neighbor who has just entered, he has just taken the adjacent house on rent, smiles at you. You have nothing to accept or nothing to reject about him because you have not had any experience with him based on your ego, and therefore there are no past impressions in your memory bank stored about him or told about the experience you had with him. He is new to you. You have nothing to accept or reject. For a jnani, everyone at every moment is new to him. He doesn't have any impressions about them. He just exists as love or bliss. And all that can flow from him is that love or that undiluted bliss. We have to exist thus in the same way for a couple of days to feel how beautiful it is to lead a life full of love. The stable-minded one, dhīra, does not see any value in worldly things. Having renounced to worldly life, desires and attachments, he perceives them to be empty or nothing in themselves. For him, a gold trinket or a piece of clay are the same. He finds them to be mere projections that appear and disappear like waves in the ocean of consciousness. Therefore, he remains unattached, equal towards everything, with his mind absorbed in the self. There is a verse translated from Mahopanishad in Acharya's commentary, which goes like this. In the eternal homogeneous Brahman, which is the substratum, the illusion created by imagination can have no existence. It remains the same as ever before. Here and there the same. May you be, therefore, ever calm and ever serene. Hari Om Tat Sat.